Solar sidewalks. Say what? What are they? Well, they're not solar roadways. 18-wheelers not allowed. Seriously now, what are they? Well, have you ever looked at what you walk on when you walk through your town or city? That's right, sidewalks or pavements. But they're not just any sidewalks, but well-paved sidewalks, everywhere you look. In today's day and age, we kinda expect this, don't we? And we never give it a second thought. Mile after mile of well-paved gray streets, paved with concrete, and even more gray and boring concrete. Apart from giving us a firm surface to walk on, what use is it? Not much, really. It really only has one purpose in life. I mean, the Romans were using concrete over 2,000 years ago. Has nothing changed? Are there really no other options? Well, someone has given this a second thought, and there is another option. Have a look at this. Last time you were in a city near you, do you remember seeing sidewalks with glass tiles in them to let sunlight into basements? They've been used all over the world for the past 100 years. That's right, over 100 years. And they're safe. So what, you ask? John Halstead, that's this dude on the right, asked himself, what if we didn't let the sunlight all the way through? What do you mean? Is that a trick question? No, not a trick question and not as crazy as it sounds. What if we put solar cells or PV cells under the glass and turn them into walk-on solar panels? Won't they break? Answer, no. Remember, they've been used in major cities all over the world for the past 100 years. That's right, over 100 years. This way, the PV cell will be protected by the concrete and glass sidewalk above it, and the sunlight passing through will be used to generate electricity. This is not new technology. It's how solar panels work. With your help, our city sidewalks could be turned into thousands and thousands of miles and kilometers of dual-purpose, exciting, stimulating, power-generating sidewalks. We call them solar sidewalks or solar pavements. We will make solar sidewalks even safer by adding under-tile heating, just like on the rear window of your car, so that during winter, snow and ice will not settle. Solar sidewalks will mean no more back-breaking snow shoveling and a safer surface to walk on during winter. It would also reduce council costs as they wouldn't have to spread salt. But just how safe are glass floors and glass tiles? Well, a lot safer than you think. The use of walk-on glass is becoming more and more commonplace. For example, the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France has a glass floor, as has the Sky Walkway, Grand Canyon, Arizona, and Tower Bridge, London. Who said the British were boring? And the Chinese. Take a look at the glass walkway path, suspended 4,600 feet. That's 1,403 meters above ground on the side of Tiananmen Mountain. Also, One World Trade Center, New York has a glass floor, as did the viewing deck of its predecessor, the Twin Towers. So, do you really think the authorities would allow the public to walk on see-through glass floors suspended high above the ground if they weren't safe? You're right, they wouldn't. For example, London has over 20,000 square meters of inner-city sidewalks capable of generating between 1.5 megawatts to 3.5 megawatts of electricity from solar sidewalks every day. And that's a really conservative calculation based on just the inner-city spaces. Imagine the possibilities if they were extended beyond the inner city. There is potential for each city and town council to earn extra income to fund other local services. And we haven't begun to talk about how they will reduce greenhouse gases and help meet your country's greenhouse gas targets. Likewise, Paris, New York, Los Angeles, and other large cities have a similar amounts of inner-city spaces, as does Amsterdam, Auckland, Austin, Beijing, Brussels, Cairo, Cape Town, to name but a few. You get the idea. All with the potential for each city and town council to earn extra income to fund other local services. The list of cities is almost endless, and we haven't even begun to mention how much our regional cities and towns could contribute. Just imagine how much power could be generated by converting all our inner cities to solar sidewalks. Take a look at the list of just a few suitable cities: Da Nang, Dallas, Dakar, Darwin, Denver, Derby, Derry, Djibouti, to name a few, but you get the idea of the impact solar sidewalks could make. And solar sidewalks are just the beginning. We believe centralized power generation is a thing of the past. It's too centralized and costs a fortune to implement. Think the Three Gorges Dam. Plus, it costs even more to distribute the power around the country from these centralized locations. To this end, we have other products we will be bringing to market which will enable clean power to be generated in and by local communities. Imagine also installing solar sidewalks at universities and schools across the country, with their vast paving areas. From the income they would earn, they have the potential to make education more affordable. And what about solar sidewalks at your favorite team's sports stadium, which sits empty for days at a time every week when they could be generating power 7 days a week? This would free up funds to reduce the cost of tickets or maybe help buy better players. Then there's also business parks, actually anywhere there are concreted and paved areas. You could even use them around your home. Just think, they would be generating power, offsetting your power bill and putting cash in your pocket while you're at work, relaxing with friends over a barbecue, on holiday, or while you're taking that business trip. Having a few thousand square miles of concrete sidewalks converted to solar sidewalks generating clean power would also mean the need to build more and more ultra-expensive nuclear power stations will be severely curtailed, if not eliminated. Not to mention, we would not then have to worry about what to do with tons of nuclear waste polluting our children's future, or even have to consider a possible nuclear meltdown. Remember Chernobyl? It's still a wasteland and people are still suffering and dying from the effects of nuclear fallout. With solar sidewalks, we would not need to blight our beautiful countryside with solar farms, saving the land for more valuable people and purposes. Plus, solar sidewalks is not new technology. It already exists. We're not proposing the costly development of a new technology. Solar sidewalks is an innovative way of applying already existing technologies to a previously underutilized part of our cities. Let's make our pavements work for us and start paying their way. So, what has happened so far? A proof of concept was built and tested. Right now, we have the fundamental design for solar sidewalks. A patent submission has been made and is pending. We are in the process of establishing an international network to market and sell the product. What needs to happen next? The next steps are to formalize the technical aspects of the design, then build and test a prototype. Once proven, start production, and kick off our international marketing campaign. Right now, we need your help to turn our idea into an amazing product for use around the world. We have set up an Indiegogo page where we hope you will donate to help us to help turn this amazing idea into a reality and make the world a little more cleaner and greener. Click this link to become part of the future. Solar sidewalks paving the way to a cleaner, greener, and healthier future. When we're ready to launch, we'll send you a pro forma letter you can mail or email to your town or city council, telling them that this is what you want to create a cleaner, greener, and more healthier living environment. Once your council has installed solar sidewalks and is earning income, be sure to ask them to reduce your local council tax bill. After all, you will have paid for their installation. If they refuse to reduce your local taxes after installing solar sidewalks, you know what to do. Vote them out. It's time to return power to the people.